Here are some things you may or may not know about the movie Enemy Mine. So many of you wanted me to do this film. The 1985 science fiction film follows the story of two warring species. Dennis Quaid plays a human, and Louis Gossett Jr. plays a Drac alien. They become stranded on an inhospitable planet together and must coexist. They have to work together if they're going to survive. And then crazy shit happens. It was directed by Wolfgang Petersen, who also directed these films. But he wasn't the first director. The first director was... But he and the producers ran into creative differences. Petersen took over and reshot everything. He did not like what the previous director had done. But they had to wait until he was done filming The Never-Ending Story to start production. One of the biggest problems was the previous shots didn't look like an alien planet. Petersen said it looked like a 50s horror movie and the main character in a rubber lizard costume. They moved the entire production to Munich and built the set. The soundstage they used to build all the sets was actually used for Das Boot and some for The Never-Ending Story. The famous gurgling sound that Louis Gossett Jr. used for the alien voice was actually something that he had perfected as a child. You know, kids make weird sounds, and he was just playing with the spit in his mouth and that sound came out. He told the director it would add a good touch to the character. Little did he know that would become one of the most memorable parts about the film. And you did such a good job. I love his character. It is very difficult to act and portray emotion through that much prosthetics and teeth inserts. And you know, it only took him 4 hours to get turned into Jerry. Gotta love a good miniature moment. Miniatures were used in this film. Look at it, it's so cool! Through making these videos, I have really come to love miniatures. We should use them more often. The Drac food ration balls were made out of Jell-O. Normally it's something more disgusting. It was just Jell-O. They look yummy. They also kind of look like the poison balls from The Rock, but you know. Dennis Quaid could barely get through the scene where Jerry calls Mickey Mouse a big dope. Which walks away with a noticeable smirk on his face. This was the only take where he didn't burst out laughing, but they kept it because it shows a little bit of levity between the characters. Even though I don't think this movie has aged very well, I do like some of the sentiment behind it. Two species coming together despite their differences. The relationship between Samis and Davidge is actually really heartwarming. And the beautiful, by the way, ending where he's presented to the entire Drac people, it's just really beautiful. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. And what should I do next? Like and follow for more. The Witch.